The views expressed on this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now listening to the Allen and DJ Show on 103.5 FM WLSP-LP, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. We're here to talk about self-improvement, lifestyle, and becoming the very best version of yourself.
You're now listening to the Allen and DJ Show.
Yo, 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 Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and all the surrounding areas, man. Y'all know what time this is, man. Time for the Allen and DJ Show. But, of course, I go by Allen.
And this is your boy, DJ.
What's going on, Seven?
I'm all right, man. How are you?
Man, think about going camping this weekend. Me and Bambi the deer. And, she had the nerve to challenge me today, say, I don't know how to survive. I said, what do you mean I don't know how to survive? She said, every time something go on, you know what I'm saying, you always hide behind me. I said, that's because I know you'll take the shot before I would. You know what I'm saying? Because, I'm I was always the one that talked from the top porch. yeah, yeah, DJ, get him. You're like, yep. Al, shut up. I'm getting us out of trouble. Oh, yeah, for sure. And, even, some of the girls at work be like, Al always toughing you around people. Yep. When he by himself, he ain't nothing. Hey, it don't matter because I get DJ on y'all and I get Bambi the deer. But you know what, though? I think, I need to learn a new skill set, man. I just, something about just the essential. I got it, DJ.
What's up?
Let's talk about the 10 essential skill sets that we must need in this world to survive.
Okay. And we got a special treat for y'all. We added, one more because we thought this was actually important too, but we're going to add it at the end. But before we jump into topic number one, these are skills that you need to basically just get through your everyday life. And you need at least one of these skills to get through everyday life. If you want to be a basic person, and you need to have one of these skills. And
I'm going to say, this is not even a bullet point because he's bigger than a bullet point. He's the Alpha and Omega, God.
Yep.
And Jesus Christ.
Yep.
That's the first thing I would say that you need to survive in this world. Because if not, and you don't have the full armor of God on, man, you're going to get eaten alive, and you don't want that.
Nope.
But let's talk about bullet point number one, DJ. Let's talk about problem solving.
Okay.
Now, how is problem solving important when it comes to the essential skill sets that you need to survive in this world?
What problem solving does is it helps us solve issues quickly and efficiently, and it gives you the structure and the mechanisms to identify issues, figure out things that are already broken, and it actually lets you take action to fix them.
I agree. It's like if you facing a problem at work, or you facing a problem and just in everyday life, you need to have the skill sets to know how to try to figure things out and problem solve things. Adapting. Adapting to let's say identifying issues, analyzing them, developing creative solutions, and vital in any situation, from personal challenges to workplaces to you name it, all kind of dilemmas. You most definitely want to have the skill sets to know how to problem solve. Absolutely. And also, what's important to me, which is a lot of people don't talk about, because bullet point number 2 can tie to bullet point number 1.
Absolutely.
Even with problem solving, you must know how to have what? Critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
But why is critical thinking important, DJ, in a tough situation?
Oh, absolutely. The reason why that's so important is it allows you to connect ideas logically, evaluate arguments, and solve complex problems.
That's so true. That's so true. Critical thinking, it's like evaluating information from making sound judgments and understanding the implications and understanding the complications and implications of decisions that you have to make and navigating through complex situations. So let's say this person had a fight and this person had a fight. In order to say, because we already know Your side, this is the truth. So we need to do a lot of problem solving, which is like how like most jobs like to say investigation.
Absolutely.
And then we need to do some critical thinking. Like we need to figure out how did this problem erupt and what can we do to fix this problem. And I feel like that's what you need in this world today. Because if you don't know how to problem solve and you don't have critical thinking, you will not survive.
Absolutely. And critical thinking is an actual universal skill. And let me explain that for like 1 second. Like the reason why it's a universal skill is because it's the skill that is always relevant, and it's a skill that's always beneficial for your success in life.
Most definitely. And also you need communication.
Oh, yeah.
And that's number 3. Communication is important, DJ. And I would say this, communication, like, it's effective communication, both written and verbal. And it's also essential for, like, governing ideas, building relationships, collaboration with others, and all walks of life.
Absolutely.
And you need to have that. Like, how can I understand where you're coming from, or how can you sell me on the business and you don't have the correct communication skills? Or, you know, like, how can we come to a compromising understanding, for an example, when it came to problem solving, critical thinking, and communication? Like, we have to communicate.
Yep. And like what communication does is it helps build and maintain relationships, but it also helps us express thoughts and emotions and helps resolve conflicts.
So, you know, like, let's say it's something bothering me. Your manager is not a mind reader.
No.
Your family is not a mind reader. So you need to communicate. You need to communicate on what's going on. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just need to, you know, you have to, I always say a closed mouth don't get fed. So you have to open your mouth and say, hey, this is what's going on and this is bothering me. But what can we do effectively to get down to the root of the problem and, you know what I'm saying, get things on the right track? So you need communication.
Absolutely.
To survive in this world. But you also need to have adaptability.
Oh, yeah. This is important, man.
Break it down, DJ. Break it down, man.
Like, you should be able to adapt to like certain situations in your life, but you have to be able to adapt sometimes for survival, meaning that if something goes wrong with your car, you got to be able to adapt to that, and now you're going to have to find other ways and other outlets to survive. Yes, meaning sir. Like you might have to take a bus, you might have to ask for rides, you might have to walk to a certain destination. Like adaptability helps you, because what happens when that situation goes wrong, that you have to once that situation goes wrong, you got to be able to have the mindset to be able to think on your feet and be able to adapt to that situation, so you could be able to continue your life situation without any disruptions, basically.
And also, you know, like with adaptability, you know what I'm saying, it comes with learning how to adjust to change, embrace new situations, and critical events that are currently like evolving in this world. So things don't always stay the same. That's like when like technology got way more newer than ever. Like it's down there doing things that humans are doing. Yeah. But in order to survive in this world today, you need to know technology. Yeah. You need to know what you're doing. You need to learn how to adapt to it. If not, you know, it's gonna be a long day. And, you know, but I feel like you need to learn how to adapt to any situation. Like sometimes jobs change. Yeah. Policies change. Yep. Things around you might change as you become an award-winning podcast. Like the expectations are going to go up more higher. So you have to learn how to adapt to change.
Absolutely. And like in this world, you're always going to go through roadblocks, and you're always going to go through challenges in your life. And you have to make that adaptation, make that change or adapt to that change in order for you to succeed or to get through the situation that you need to get through.
Facts. And then, you know, always say when you adapt to change, stay resilient. Yep. And that'll be bullet point 5. And you know, like I would say, like the capacity to bounce back from setbacks and maintain a positive outlook when facing adversity and other personal challenges and professional growth. Because you're going to have setbacks. Yep. Sometimes everything ain't gonna go your way, or everything ain't gonna go to plan. So what you must need to do, problem solve. You need to use some critical thinking, adapt, communicate. Hey, DJ, look, we need to do this. This is bothering me. Or Al, this is what's bothering me. Or Will, we need to make more changes in the media part. And then what you do next, you stay resilient, even when there's setbacks.
Absolutely. But what resilience does is it basically gives you the strength to push through setbacks and thrive in tough situations, or tough times, I should say.
Yeah, because this world that we living in, nothing gonna be easy.
Nah.
Always gonna have setbacks. Things are just not gonna always go your way.
Yeah.
And you have to be okay with that. You gotta say, okay, look, I understand. We short. This is a setback today. Now we got to figure out and communicate with each other all day on how we're going to do things. But that's what helps, and that's what you need in this world, too. You need to learn how to stay resilient even through setbacks, because it's going to be setbacks, man.
Yep.
And, having the emotional intelligence now.
Oh, yeah. And this is a tricky one because, it's so many different views on this that I'm going to let Al go first because, I'm going to see, how he breaks it down, and then I'm going to break it down my way, because we might have, not that we're going to disagree about the views, because both of our views are going to be good, but we just got different takes on it.
Well, emotional intelligence to me
Yeah.
is understanding and managing one's own emotion, as well as recognizing and responding to other emotions of others. So it's critical to build healthy relationships while navigating through social situations. So when you have emotional intelligence, you're slow to anger, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people make a lot of bad decisions off what? Emotion. I don't like the way this drive treated me. I don't like this. I don't like that. Or he made me mad because he didn't pick up the phone. I'm finna break up with him. Or I'm finna break up with her. That's not emotional intelligence.
No.
You thinking off of emotion. Sometimes you have to calm down and do some critical thinking. Okay, how did we get here? What did I do wrong? What could I have done to make things better? Or what could I have done to make sure that we did not get to this point? That's emotional intelligence. And so then when you're going into it with a what? Sound mind.
I know. And I'm going to break it down from two different standpoints. But that was a very good point, Al. And how I'm going to break it down is like this. When it comes down to emotional intelligence, you have to have the ability to recognize and understand how others feel and consider their feelings before responding to social situations. Basically, in a nutshell, empathy.
Yeah.
So you got to have empathy for a person. If you just flat out just say something blunt and not consider that person's feelings, then everything can go south from there. And let me break it down from the other standpoint, when it comes down to emotional intelligence. You also can recognize and understand your own emotions and how it impacts other people, which is self-awareness. Meaning, if you see somebody sad, then your reaction has to be the same reaction. Or let's say you're angry and mad. You got to be aware that if every time you get mad, somebody else, it might rub off on somebody else. So you have to be self-aware of that in order for the situation to die down before it even starts. You don't want that situation to escalate because it could turn out to be a bad day.
Look at him, dude. Look, he's so smart. He's so smart, dog. Hey, let me find out, dog, that you went to Marquette. Nah, man. Nah, but DJ is exactly right. So when you have emotional intelligence, you be able to know how to pick up the emotions of others as well as yourself. And then leadership works in many different ways. The way I talk to Will might not could be the way I talk to DJ.
Absolutely.
And the way I talk to DJ may not be the way I could talk to Colin or maybe the viewers out there. Everybody's different. Will, you got to give him a swift kick in the butt. DJ, come on, bro. We can do this, man. It's all about learning who you can motivate and learning what makes them go. And then learning how to go into it with, even if they messed up, don't get into your emotions so quickly. Let's think this thing through. And you have a right to be mad, but be slow to anger.
Yep.
And, we're going to talk about bullet point 7, which is really needed in this world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Digital literacy.
Ooh, this is critical, dude.
And this is critical too because like I'm gonna take digital literacy, and then I'm gonna tie this in with teamwork. So let's break this down, DJ.
Got you. Basically, with digital literacy, like it helps you adapt to the digital world, and it's basically used in everyday life, which is like online banking and virtual classrooms.
Right. You know, do online banking, somebody need to smack you. like seriously, because like you got to get with the times, you know,
Absolutely.
and you know, being comfort and proficient with technology and essential needs and information with communicating and navigating through this digital world, you're gonna need it.
Yep.
Because AI is here to stay, and it ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
You need to be good with learning how to use a smartphone. You need to be good with laptops. You know what I'm saying? Like things that are digital and things that are currently moving in the digital era. Like even with debit cards and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you remember back then you can just slide it in. Now you can
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like with a click of a button. Yeah. Right. So, you know, like things are changing. And also too, I want to tie that in with teamwork because collaborating effectively with others, sharing ideas, and working towards one common goal is essential for success in many different fields when it comes in this world.
Absolutely. And also with teamwork, like what it does is it enhances problem solving and critical thinking skills because you have more than one person like coming up with the answer.
There you go. And it helps you look at things in multi-dimensional ways.
Absolutely.
So instead of just looking at things from like one point of view, you're looking at things from different point of views. So that's why I always say the moment that you change your perspective, miracles happen.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people don't know how to do that, man. Like you have to, even like if you at work and things are just funky, or you know, you just got a relationship, you feel like you're at the bottom. Man, I can't believe this. I'm at the lowest point of my life. Shift your perspective.
Absolutely.
Don't always put the blame on him or her. What did you even do wrong?
Yep.
I challenge people to do that because a lot of people ain't going to say what they did wrong. But it's something you did that got y'all to the point where y'all at today. It could be more their fault, but it's something you did too.
Yep. Got to take accountability, man.
And then, you know, time management, man.
Oh, yeah.
Bullet point 9, time management.
Oh, yeah.
You have to know how to work with time. And time to me, I tell people that's the real currency. Because you are the real currency, not money.
Absolutely.
It's time because time is something, because we all on borrowed time.
Yep.
And time is something that you cannot get back. So that's why I say with time, organize tasks, prioritize responsibilities, and managing time effectively is crucial for productivity and achieving your goals.
Absolutely.
But DJ, I'm going to let you take this one home, though, because like to me, managing time is important because you know how we do it.
Yeah.
It's time for this time. We do we always creating. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like we always working on
content.
Yep. This time to this time, we have to go to the gym.
Yep.
From this time to this time, you know what I'm saying? Like you might have to be at work.
Yep.
And this time for this time, you know, like you constantly keep working on a new skill and a new trade.
Absolutely.
And then, yeah, you know, and once we got everything done, you have leisure time.
Yep.
So use your leisure time wisely.
Absolutely. And what time management does is it helps you prioritize tasks and set clear goals, and it also helps you reduce stress and increase your focus.
I agree. 100%. Because then some people don't like schedules. I kind of do for my own self.
Yeah.
Because I can prioritize everything like organically, and I'm organized. That's why sometimes I say when you wake up early, you get the most out of your day. You know what I'm saying? So from this time, I want to go to the gym. Then this time, I might go have personal time for myself, get groomed up, get my hair cut and all that. This time, hey, me, Will, DJs, get up. We got to do content. This time to this time, you know what I'm saying? Like I might get maybe a second workout in. From this time to this time, I need recovery time.
Absolutely.
And as I'm recovering, I might be meal prepping, writing content, get up with DJ, create more content. And you make yourself so busy that you don't have time to just be laying by the phone. Hey, what's up? Hey, well, what you doing? Hey, like WYD somebody to death. Like, it's irritating. So I challenge y'all, man, like for real, like manage y'all time, man. Cause like that, bro, that kills me so bad.
Every 5 minutes.
Yeah, dog.
So, what was the highlight of your day and why? I don't know. Hell, I'm trying to get out of here. Man, at work, I'm trying to go. I'm not thinking like that. Like, come on, stop taking. Anyways, man. And the last bullet point, but then DJ got a special bullet point after this one.
All right.
Leadership.
Okay.
And leadership to me is whether it's formal or informal or captivity. Leadership skills involve motivating, inspiring, and guiding others to share either one vision or different visions.
Oh yeah, that's good, Al. That's real good. No, leadership to me is basically like at some point in your life you will have to lead someone, or someone will have to follow your lead. Which meaning like in every situation, like whether I'm with you guys or with anybody else, somebody's gonna have to be the leader, and one day it might be Al, might be the leader, which he's the leader in most situations. But it's certain situations where I have to take control and I have to be the leader, like in the gym. Like I have to be the leader at that because I have the expertise to get you through your workouts.
For sure.
And Will, he has to be the leader when it comes down to technology, just because of the fact that he knows more than we do.
Exactly. Scientific self. But no, it's true, because I remember like we first started, like the first month or so, we were stepping on each other's toes. It's like kind of putting like a whole bunch of superstars together. Yeah. And you're like, man, I think I overtaught the D by 2 minutes, or dang, like Al didn't get a chance to get his shine in, or you in the gym, you're like, man, maybe Al want to lift a little bit more heavier, instead of saying, hey, look. Because I remember like that first month, y'all could go check those shows out. Mm-hmm. Wasn't organized the best. And we were like, what are we doing here? Like, do we really want to do this? Like, because people saying we was all over the place.
Yeah.
And that's when the media center came up with ideas like, maybe y'all need to start doing more bullet points. You need to structure your show. You have to do a lot of essays, it feel like. Then you have to break them down into bullet points and type them up. And we started to, have a conversation where I was like, okay, DJ, look, you're just better at this than I am when it comes to the gym and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, your research expertise is on point. Not that I can't research. I'm good at it too. But you're just a notch above when it comes to stuff like that, And I was like, hey, when it comes to that department, I take a step back.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, then you just keep marketing us. You got to keep pushing it out there. You got to be the face then. And you got to be the Woody, the inviting, because that's who you are. And you're smart and intelligent as well.
Yep.
And I take a step back in that area. And certain bullet points, I'm going to let you eat. Certain bullet points, I'm going to eat. Mm-hmm. Will, know your role. Technology, things ain't right, you call. Hey, we need this. This needs to be set up. Why is this not up here? That's your job. I'm going to stop doing your job, and I'm going to take a step back. He's going to take a step back. And when we did that, we started dominating because we figured it out.
Yep.
We figured it out. And I thought that was beautiful, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. And for the last bullet point, like this is a special one for everybody. Like I included this. Like I went up to Al yesterday and asked him to add this to the show. Like this wasn't like our essential bullet points, but I'm gonna add this, and I think this is very essential. And it's basically fighting skills.
Talk to him, DJ.
Yeah, man. Now I feel like this is important personally for me, because the reason why this is so important is basically every situation you can't handle by just talking. Every situation you can't diffuse or de-escalate, or every situation you can't handle by just walking away. Sometimes a situation can get to the point to where like it can become a physical altercation, and you got to be able to handle yourself, which meaning that you have to be able to either defend yourself or you're going to have to strike. And in order for you to get through that situation, sometimes you have to do that. And if you don't have those traits, it doesn't matter any of these skills that you got. Like you could have all these skills in your arsenal, and you could have the money to back it up. But if somebody knocks you out, then you don't have no skills.
Night.
You have nothing now. So that I feel like that is definitely essential because it's some people out here that's really out here just to kill, just to kill, like and bully you. So you have to have that particular skill set.
Hey, I know me. I'm hiding behind DJ now, 24/7. Him and his crew, and they already did that about me at work anyway. They're like, Al always talking stuff when the car moves. You know what I'm saying? Like a DJ, hey man, fall back, man. Y'all leave him alone. Yeah. Hey, Alan, you need to come outside. You shut up. You hiding behind DJ. Hey, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? DJ says something like, yeah. Like, yeah, so, or, like, I be hiding behind Jazzy. Hey, Jazzy, get her for me. Jazzy says something. I'll be like, yeah, what she said. Okay, Alan, be quiet now. You ask somebody to say you because, I ain't got none of these skills. Hey, dog, somebody grab me. Please. Somebody help me, please. Man, going through it every day.
Dying, dog.
Hey, man, I'm going through it every day. I be hollering. So, that's why, like, I have to stay around y'all, bro. So I'm like, yeah. You're like, he ain't even tough like that. He always tough when he around his cousins or he get around D-Now. He ain't nothing without nobody. I'm going right. That's why I stay around them. So, you try to run up on me just like that one girl did. Everybody got in front of her. I was like, yeah. She was like, okay. Look at he's so tough. But he was not saying that when I had him to myself. Nah, man, I wasn't that. But no, DJ, let out jokes aside, man, you're right. Fighting is something that you really need. Like you have to know how to defend yourself in this world. Yeah, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. Yeah. And I'm going to tie this into the final thought. So what's your final thought, DJ, when it comes to the essential skills that you need to survive and navigate in this world, man?
In order for you, like, if you want to be just an average person, like, some of these skills you do actually need to have to get through your situation. But if you want to elevate yourself or be better than the rest and separate yourself from other people, then you need all these skills at hand and be able to use them in critical situations.
I agree. And, like, my final thought for y'all is, like, learn to adapt to new situations. Learn to communicate. Even in a relationship, things ain't right, you're not happy, communicate that. Yep. Sometimes, like, I might have to get together, do some problem solving and critical thinking. And please, like, manage y'all time. And most importantly to me, have, like, the emotional intelligence. Like, don't be so quick to anger. And don't make decisions off bad emotions. And most importantly, without God, you just as good as dead. Like, you're done. Yep. So when you got the full armor of God on, that's the most important of them all. And until next time, this is the Allen and DJ Show. You can find us on YouTube, and you can find us on Facebook at the Allen and DJ Show. You can find us at allenanddjshow@gmail.com if you have any questions about what you want us to talk about next. You can find William J. Smith on Instagram and Facebook, and yours truly, Alan Hutchinson, on Instagram and Facebook. And until next time, have these things so y'all can navigate in this world. Or else have a bodyguard like me, because he could do all the fighting skills for me while I just sit back and say, yeah. Because you know why? We want to stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.
You dig?